I never thought a number could be a sentence, but 76 is a sentence, a short one, 2 syllables, and it means you are being watched from inside your own skin. It started with a mirror, not a haunted mirror, just a mirror, an old one I bought at an estate sale. Big, wooden frame, carved with vines and flowers. The glass was slightly warped, so my reflection looked a little off, a little thinner, a little older. I thought it was charming. I hung it in my hallway. The first time I noticed something wrong was 3 weeks later. I was walking past the mirror at night. The hallway was dark. The mirror should have been dark too, but it wasn't. It was glowing, faintly, a soft amber light. And in the center of the glass, written in condensation, as if someone had breathed on it, were 2 numbers, 7 and 6. I wiped the mirror. The numbers smeared. Then they reformed. I wiped again. They came back. I covered the mirror with a sheet. The next morning, the sheet was on the floor. The numbers were still there. I told myself it was a trick of the light, a chemical reaction in the old silvering. I told myself a lot of things, but I couldn't stop looking at the mirror. Every time I passed it, I felt a pull, a pressure behind my eyes, a whisper that wasn't a sound. It was a shape, the shape of a number. 76. On the 7th day, I saw my reflection blink. Not me, the reflection. I was staring at the mirror and my reflection. The warped, thin, older version closed its eyes for a full second, then opened them. I hadn't blinked. I was sure of it. I stood there for 10 minutes, watching. The reflection didn't blink again, but it smiled. A small, patient smile. The smile of someone who knows you're going to give up, who knows you're going to look away, and then it will do it again. I covered the mirror with a blanket. I duct taped the edges. I turned the mirror to face the wall. That night, I dreamed of a room with 76 mirrors. Each mirror showed a different version of me. Younger, older, happier, sadder. A version with a beard. A version with long hair. A version with scars I'd never had. And in the center of the room, a door. Not a real door. A door made of glass. And on the glass, the number 76. I woke up with my hand on the mirror. The duct tape was torn. The blanket was on the floor. The mirror was facing me, and my reflection was different. It was wearing a shirt I didn't own, a red shirt. I don't wear red. I looked down at my own shirt. Blue. I looked up. The reflection touched its face. I wasn't touching mine. It pointed at the number 76, still written in the glass. Then it mouthed a word, one word, 76. I moved the mirror to the garage. I locked the garage. I threw away the key. That night I heard a scratching coming from the garage. I ignored it. The scratching got louder. It became tapping in rhythm. 76 taps, pause. 76 taps, pause. I put in earplugs. I could still hear it. The taps weren't in my ears. The next morning, the mirror was in my bedroom. I don't know how. The garage was still locked. The key was in the trash can outside. But the mirror was leaning against my dresser. The glass was clear, no numbers, no condensation, just my reflection, my normal reflection. Blue shirt, same face, same tired eyes. I almost laughed, almost believed I'd imagined it all. Then my reflection winked. I left the house. I drove to a friend's place. I told her everything. She listened, she nodded, she made me tea. Then she said, 76 is my grandmother's apartment number. She died last year. She used to say that numbers have teeth. That 76 bit her. She never explained what she meant. I asked my friend if I could stay the night. She said yes. I slept on her couch. I didn't dream. I woke up to the sound of scratching, not from the walls, from my own skin. I looked at my arm. There was a mark, a small red mark, the shape of a 7. I scratched it. It faded. Then it came back. I showed my friend. She went pale. She pulled up her sleeve. She had the same mark. A 7 on her forearm, and next to it, a 6. Fainter, but there. When did you get that? I asked. She shook her head. I've had it since I was a child. I thought it was a birthmark. But it's not. It's grown. It used to just be the 7. The 6 appeared last year after my grandmother died. I looked at my own arm. The 7 was dark. 6 was forming. Slowly, as if something was writing it from the inside. We drove to her grandmother's apartment. It was in an old building. The elevator didn't work. We took the stairs. The number 76 was painted on the wall of each landing. Not the floor numbers, just 76, over and over. We reached the 7th floor. Apartment 76 was at the end of the hall. The door was metal, industrial, like a bank vault. The number was welded onto the front. My friend had a key. Her grandmother had given it to her before she died. She slid it into the lock. It turned. The door opened. Inside was a room, a small room, no windows. The walls were covered in mirrors, 76 of them, just like my dream. And in the center of the room, a chair. On the chair, a photograph. A photograph of me, not me, a version of me. The version from the mirror. The one with the red shirt. The one who had winked. I picked up the photograph. On the back, handwriting. My handwriting. 76 is the number of the witness. You are not the first. You will not be the last. The mirrors are not reflections. They are windows. And on the other side, something is watching. Something that has been watching since the first mirror was made. It has 76 faces. Your face is one of them. I dropped the photograph. It landed face up. The image had changed. Now it was my friend, her red shirt, her winking eye. I looked at her. She was staring at herself in one of the mirrors. Her reflection was different. It was wearing a blue shirt. My shirt. It was smiling. "Don't look," I said, but it was too late. She was already stepping toward the mirror. Her reflection reached out. Their hands touched the glass from opposite sides. The glass rippled, like water. Her hand went through. I grabbed her arm. I pulled. She stumbled backward. The mirror cracked. A spider web of fractures spreading from the point where her hand had entered. And through the cracks, I saw something. Not a reflection, not a room, a void. A vast, dark space filled with mirrors, floating, spinning. Each mirror showed a face, all the same face. Her face, everyone's face, and in the center of the void, a figure. A figure made of glass, translucent, fragile, and inside the figure, a number, 76 pulsing, glow. Breathing, the door slammed shut. We were back in the hallway. The metal door was locked. The key was gone. My friend's hand was bleeding. Small cuts from the broken glass. But the cuts weren't bleeding red. They were bleeding amber. The same amber as the light in my hallway mirror. We ran, down the stairs, out of the building. We didn't speak. We got in my car. I drove. I didn't know where. I just drove. When I finally stopped, we were at a diner. We sat in a booth. We ordered coffee. We didn't drink it. My friend rolled up her sleeve. The marks on her arm had changed. The 7 and the 6 were now connected. They formed a single symbol. A symbol I didn't recognize, but I felt it, in my chest, in my throat. It was the shape of the thing in the void, the thing made of glass. 76, she whispered. It's not a number, it's a name, and it knows ours now. That was 2 months ago. We've been trying to understand, trying to find answers. The mirrors in our houses are all covered. We don't look at our reflections. We don't go into bathrooms without turning on the light. We don't walk past store windows. But the number finds us anyway, on receipts, on clocks, on the digital display of the microwave, on the license plates of cars that park outside our apartments at night. And the marks on our arms are growing. The symbols are spreading. They're not just on our forearms anymore. They're on our shoulders, our necks, our faces. I cover mine with makeup. My friend wears a scarf. But we know, we can feel them, itching, spreading, writing. Last night, I dreamed of the void again, the floating mirrors, the glass figure. But this time the figure spoke. Its voice was the sound of a mirror breaking, high, sharp, endless. 76 is the number of the threshold, it said. The number of witnesses. Every mirror ever made has a witness on the other side. The reflection is not a copy, it's a separate being, a being that has been waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to reach through. And now you have. Now you are witnesses, and witnesses must testify. I asked what that meant. The figure pointed at one of the mirrors. Inside, I saw myself, the red shirt version. It was standing in my bedroom, looking at my covered mirror. It reached out, it touched the blanket. It began to pull. 76 days, the figure said. That's how long you have. Then the mirrors open, all of them, and the witnesses step through. You will take their place. You will live behind the glass. You will watch, you will wait, and you will count. 76, 76, 76. I woke up screaming. My friend was already at my door. She had the same dream, the same countdown. We checked our arms. The symbols had changed again. Now they were numbers, clear, bold, 76. And below the numbers, a date. Today's date plus 76 days. We have 76 to figure out how to stop it, or how to survive it. We've been researching old texts, forgotten folklore. There's a story, a legend, about a king who had a hall of mirrors, 76 of them. He would sit in the center and watch his reflections. They would move differently, laugh differently, live differently. One day, he reached out to touch one. His hand went through. The reflection grabbed his wrist, pulled him in. The king was never seen again, but his reflection was. It ruled the kingdom for 76 years. Then it vanished, and the mirrors were sealed in a vault with a metal door. Apartment 76. The story doesn't say how to break the cycle. It only says that the number is hungry, and it always gets what it wants. I'm writing this because I need someone to know, not to save me, to witness, because that's what the number does. It turns you into a witness, and witnesses can't look away. They can only watch, and wait, and count. 76 days, 76 hours, 76 minutes, 76 seconds. The mirrors are waiting. The reflections are ready, and on the other side of the glass, something with my face is smiling. Look at your own reflection, not at your eyes, at the space behind them. Is it empty, or is something looking back? Something that has been waiting for you to notice. Check your arm. Is there a mark? A small scar you don't remember? A birthmark that has changed shape? 76. It's not just a number, it's a sentence. And the sentence is, you are already on the other side. You just haven't stepped through yet. I'll see you in the void. Bring a mirror. We're going to need all the witnesses we can get.